Just 4 short miles east of Lake Michigan near Coloma, Fred and Linda Koenigshof raise 50 acres of red raspberries, 7 acres of black raspberries, 7 acres of blackberries, and 10 different varieties of both peaches and apples, all of it grown for the fresh market on the 3-generation family operation known as K&K Farms.
The farm was started by my grandfather, Eric Koenigshof. Then my mom married Richard Koenigshof. And I think at that time they figured nobody could spell Koenigshof or Koenigshof, so they came up with the name K&K Farms. And since the passing of Grandpa and Dad, I just continued using the name K&K Farms because I was proud of the fact that I was able to continue farming after they were gone.
All of the fruit on their 250 acres is hand harvested, with Linda taking most of it to farm markets in the greater Chicagoland area 5 days a week. She leaves at 4 a.m. and makes the 2.5-hour drive to the communities of Hinsdale, Highland Park, Libertyville, Evanston, and Lake Bluff, setting up shop before returning home each evening.
I think the customers I have at the farmers markets are more concerned about where their produce comes from. They make the extra effort to not just pick it up at the grocery store, but to go to their local farmers market, talk to the farmers, meet the farmers, learn about their farming practices.
K&K Farms is meat verified in the cropping systems portion of the program. They do it for they understand their customers are concerned about the quality and safety in what they're buying.
We did the conservation for the farm safety practices, so we use our chemicals and waters for irrigation and stuff, so it's beneficial to the environment. IPM means we use as few sprays as possible but still be able to raise quality fruit. And then we practice safe practices as far as our water. So we use drip irrigation, so we don't use a lot of water. Drip irrigation puts the water right to the plants where the plants need them, rather than overhead irrigation where a lot of the water gets wasted. But we try to do a lot of things as far as conservation. We put rye in our orchards, for cover crops and stuff, so we don't have erosion problems, and so we try to keep the environment as safe as we can for our customers as well as our families too, because we're eating the same fruit that we're selling to our customers, so we want it as safe as possible.
K&K Farms was one of the first, if not the, to begin using high tunnel structures in which to grow their raspberries in Michigan. With the help of MSU's Eric Hansen, they've been using them now for close to 10 years. Rufus Isaacs from MSU has been helpful to Fred and Linda in dealing with insect problems. One that's caused some real headaches has been the spotted-winged Drosophila. Unaffected by IPM programs, they're experimenting with netting to lessen the use of insecticides.
Spotted-winged Drosophila is an invasive insect. It was first introduced in Michigan in 2008. And it's really similar to any other fruit fly, but what's unique about it is it has what's called a serrated ovipositor. And so what it's able to do is basically lay its eggs in a fruit before it's ripe. So this creates a huge problem for berry growers, cherry growers, other types of growers around the state. Especially raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries are the most affected. So before SWD was here, we really had a good IPM system in place. And then once SWD came in, we really had it disrupt everything pretty much, and so we saw a lot more harsh chemicals being put on these fruit in order to control SWD.
When it comes to fruit, Fred and Linda will tell you it's not about the quantity they raise, but the quality. And though their farming practices are a major reason for it, it's their employees they say make all the difference. Fred says it's important to him to know each and everyone's name and to use it whenever they converse.
I'm real proud of the people we have working on the farm. I'd like to say work with us rather than for us. We've had some people that are 25 years this year that have been on us. So I think the continuity has helped lead to the success of our farm. I mean, without good people, your farm is nothing. And so I'm very proud of the people that work for us here. We have probably, normally 40, 45 people during the summer, and we'll get as high as 80 during when we start harvesting apples. So I think a good labor force, a good relationship with our labor force has been a key to what has helped make our farm successful and being able to stay competitive in today's environment.
For their commitment to their customers, their employees, and their industry, the Michigan State Horticultural Society is proud to present the 2015 Distinguished Service Award to Fred and Linda Koenigshof.